was down in the US a while back and my uncle took me to his friend's restaurant for dinner. Now, this place is relatively small, but it's a very upscale restaurant in a very upscale neighborhood and very hard to get a reservation. So while we were eating, I said to my uncle, you know, it's weird. The food is good, but not great. The tables are really close together. It's a bit noisy because it's so busy. And yet, I'd eat here every night if I could. And my uncle just nodded along like he was in on some big secret that I just discovered. And he was right, but it's probably the worst kept secret in the world. And that secret is, in the restaurant business, good customer service will actually make the food taste better. Great customer service will bring you back for more. And that's the secret sauce at this restaurant. The owner, my uncle's friend, is one of the most hospitable guys I've ever met. From the moment we entered to the time we left, I felt like I was at a good friend's house for dinner, not a restaurant. So it wasn't just about how the food tasted, or how crowded it was, or how noisy it was. It was about how the owner and his staff made me feel, because they understood that I wasn't there because I was hungry. I was there for a good social experience with my uncle and his family. Now, think about your last technology negotiation. What were your expectations going into it? What was the experience like while you were negotiating? How did you feel once the deal was finally done, if you managed to get a deal done at all? You know, purchasing technology is a lot like dining at a restaurant. Rarely will we come across a piece of technology, hardware or software, that's unique to one supplier. So we have options. And despite how much time we spend making sure a piece of technology meets our technical requirements, our decision on which supplier to go with usually comes down to who we think we'll be most comfortable doing business with, who's going to give us the best social experience. And that insight comes from our experience in the negotiations. When I teach my course, I have a module called Collaborative Negotiation Strategy. And within that module, I talk about building trust and being prepared for disillusionment in the negotiations. So how do you build trust in a negotiation? Well, if you're the customer, don't string suppliers along. Recognize that suppliers incur a cost when trying to acquire a new customer, and while it's up to them to decide how much time and resources they want to throw at acquiring a new customer, even a simple acknowledgement and reassurance that we're not going to waste their time goes a very long way in establishing trust. On the supplier side, when you finally send a draft of the contract to the customer, make sure it accurately reflects everything you agreed on in the negotiation. The quickest way to destroy trust and get a customer's guard up is to pull a bait and switch with the contract. Now, that being said, it's still a negotiation, so we should expect a bit of gamesmanship from the other side and be prepared to deal with the inevitable curveballs that are going to be thrown at us. If you want to know more about collaborative negotiation strategies, the rules to follow in software negotiations, or how to identify and address inefficiencies in your procurement process, you need to check out the Deal Desk. It's a new community I've launched, packed with super helpful articles, a ton of videos on topics like negotiations, consulting, and contract management, and a place where you can ask all of your burning questions, which I'll answer every week. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the Deal Desk.